Discography, Breakdownn. Break it down for him, Vic Vance.
This is the discography of recent fallen legendary singer D'Angelo. He only came out with 3 albums. D'Angelo is from Virginia, son of a preacher. D'Angelo's debut Brown Sugar album came out on July 3rd, 1995. It had 4 singles: Brown Sugar, Cruising, Lady, and Me and Those Dreaming Eyes of Mine. The producers on the album are D'Angelo, Bob Power, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, and Raphael Sadiq. I didn't know D'Angelo produced his own songs. That's another check. The writers on the album are Angie Stone, D'Angelo, Luther Archer, Rodney Archer, and Ali Shaheed Muhammad. The album was released by EMI. It's only 10 songs on the album. There's no features on the album. The standout tracks on the album are the singles, of course, Brown Sugar, Cruising, You're My Lady, and Me and Those Dreaming Eyes of Mine. I think Me and Those Dreaming Eyes of Mine is underrated, even though it was a single. This is a gold selling album, selling between 1.5 to 2 million copies to date. I'll describe this album as unique. D'Angelo got a unique voice and sound. The Brown Sugar album ushered in neo soul. My favorite song on the album is Cruising. It was 4.5 year period between the first LP and the sophomore LP, Voodoo. Voodoo was released by Virgin/Chiba Records on July 25th, 2000. It had 5 singles: Devil's Pie, Left and Right featuring Redman and Method Man, Untitled, How Does It Feel, Send It On, and Feel Like Making Love. This album had 13 songs. The features on the album is Redman and Method Man, the only feature artists. The producers on the album are D'Angelo, DJ Premier, and Raphael Sadiq. The writers are Michael Archer, Angie Stone, Amir Thomason, Kamal Freed, James Poyster, Charlie Hunter, Roy Hargrove, Eugene McDaniels. The standout tracks are Devil's Pie and How Does It Feels. Devil's Pie was on the Belly soundtrack. It didn't get a proper push. It came out a year before Voodoo came out. No video for Devil Pie. The underrated tracks are Send It On and Left and Right featuring Red and Meth. I like this album top to bottom, but it didn't have the songs that had an impact like Brown Sugar and You're My Lady. How Does It Feel? Sold because of the video where D'Angelo was nude. It's a legendary video. Plus, D'Angelo momentum faded because it was over 4.5 years between projects. Let's get into D'Angelo's final album, Black Messiah. It came out on December 15th, 2014, released by RCA. It had 2 singles, Really Love and Betray My Heart. The album is mostly produced by D'Angelo. The writers on the album are D'Angelo, Q-Tip, Kendra Foster, and Gina Figueroa. It's 12 songs on the album. I would say this album is underrated. D'Angelo stayed true to his sound, but there isn't any songs that made an impact like Brown Sugar and You're My Lady. Plus, it was 13 years between his last album and 2000 Voodoo. The R&B landscape changed drastically. R&B featured more rappers on singles. It was watered down and ratchet at that point. Now R&B is getting back to the essence. D'Angelo didn't do a lot of features. The features and collabos he did do was classic. You're My Lady remix with AZ, classic. Cold World remix, classic. Breakups to Makeups with Method Man, classic. Nothing Even Matters with Lauryn Hill off of the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, classic. Left and Right with Redman, underrated, classic. Be Here with Raphael Sadiq, classic. And the list goes on and on. A lot of things can be taken away from you in life, but one thing you can't take away is your legacy. Which I think of D'Angelo's discography and collabo and features catalog. I think D'Angelo is one of the more talented singers of all time, and one of the better singers of all time. I think artists and great artists, especially, should keep the collabos and features to a minimum. That will ensure that each feature and collabo you do will be higher quality.
If you like how Vic Vance broke it down, stay tuned, subscribe, give me some comments and likes. Stay tuned for the next episode. I got Pokemon cards, content coming soon. Discography, Breakdownn.